you know, that's what we work this thing out. Cammie, thank you so much for letting me know you couldn't hear me. Can you hear me now? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I connected on this thing, and sure enough, I shared it, but then I realized that I connected long before I started going live, and I didn't have my audio on. So thank you, Cammie. Can you hear me? Tamisa, can y'all hear me now? Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all letting me know that. Yeah, because I'm just talking and y'all missed all that good stuff, but I'm gonna go back because I want to acknowledge this. I want to celebrate this. And I want you to know that in the midst of what we have, that's a beautiful celebration of life. And the reason why I say on a regular basis it's important to live like it's a gift and to make every day amazing is literally because of this. The people are battling things and you may not even understand or know it, but you also know that you're having your own battles of sorts. And so Chadwick Boseman, oh my goodness, he had, just in the 43 years that he was here, we have got to celebrate his life. We would be remiss if we didn't, because what a wonderful legacy he leaves behind for us. And I want you to also know that Chadwick Boseman, what I was saying when you couldn't hear me, was that he played so many key roles. He had his one of the most notable roles, obviously, was Black Panther. But y'all know that he was Thurgood Marshall and Marshall. He played Jackie Robinson in 42. He was also James Brown in Get On Up. And he did a wonderful job portraying those images of those amazing men of color in America. And so I am thrilled to be in a position now where I can celebrate his life. And I told my friend from elementary school, Tommy Shop, that I would focus on the life and legacy that we had and the gift of the person that we had, and not allow myself to focus and say that I have suffered a loss. That naturally, you know, we are grieving that he has died and succumbed to the battle that he had with cancer. But it is a statement in his family said that he died with his wife and his family by his side. And his wife, as I understand it, based on some research I did over the weekend, he and his wife had been dating for years, and they got married shortly before he died. And his wife, who is with him and was at his side along with his family, and her name, y'all, because I didn't know he was married, because he kept his private life really private, right? Did you all know he was married? His wife is named Taylor Simone Ledward, and they don't even have a date. I couldn't even find a date when they got married. So if y'all know that, let me know. But now think about all these other things that he's been in. Chadwick Boseman was not just Black Panther. He was not just Jackie Robinson and James Brown and Thurgood Marshall. He played in The Five Bloods. He played in 21 Bridges. If you hadn't seen that, he was also in all, like, the Avengers. He was in Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. He was Captain America. He was in Captain America Civil War. He played in several other films. I think his filmography goes back to maybe 2007 or 2008. And he's just done production after production after production. And we know that for the last 4 years, he was battling cancer privately, and you would never have known. And some of the interviews that I get a chance now over the weekend to go back and look at, having that knowledge just creates such a profound level of respect for me to understand that he was able to persevere in the face of such a lethal, truly deadly challenge, that he was always giving back. Though he met with people, he visited here in Memphis. He went to the Children's Hospital here at St. Jude and visited and encouraged patients. He talked about the importance of Black Panther and how it created such a high level of pride for the Black community, and then also for the industry to start looking at the people of color in a different way, and how productions and films can be depicted. And so I want to know from you, what is your favorite Chad Boseman film? So y'all put that in there and let me know. And thank you again to Cammie and Tamisa for letting me know you couldn't hear me. And now I want to know, what is your favorite Chadwick Boseman film? And so now, y'all, what else is going on in the land? We know that I have to put this up because I would be remiss if I didn't just have this. I was resolving my technical snafu, which I created for myself. But I want you to know that Chadwick Boseman life mattered. The investment that he made mattered, and that we are better for it because of him. From his commencement speech that he did with his fellow students in at his alma mater, Howard University, to all of the wonderful contributions he made with his times that he spent and the investment that he used in encouraging young adults. He was just a wonderful human being. And so I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to be able to witness some of his greatness and to be able to see that he was here in a time and space where I'm here in a time and space. So please share. Post your favorite film that is Chadwick Boseman film. We want to just celebrate him, celebrate the life of Chadwick Boseman, celebrate the gift that we had Chadwick Boseman. And for 43 years, there was a quote that I posted this morning that he said, and I'm loosely repeat this, that he said that when he meets his maker, he wants it to be said that he used all of his talents and gifts, that he didn't have anything left. And I believe that he, in fact, did. And so for his life and legacy, we say thank you. Rest in peace, King T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman. You are someone special and a light in the midst of darkness. Not to mention all that he had done with regard to the fight that he had taken on in pursuit of things that were just and unjust. He has so many different quotes out, y'all, about how things were wrong politically, about how he wanted to empower people to understand that there was a fantastic need for you to be able to vote. And to that, I say bravo. But y'all, enough is a dang on enough when it comes to us having to fight. Aren't y'all tired of fighting? I'm tired of fighting. We still have to, though. We don't have the luxury of not being able to fight, but enough is enough. Did you see what happened in Wisconsin, or am I the only one that knows what happened in Kenosha? Because I have had it. I've had it. We have got to be in a position now where we are using these examples, these models of oppression, this hate, these crimes, and we've got to be able to use our voice to stand up and say that this is wrong. Enough is enough. Aren't you tired? What is it going to take if you aren't to make you tired? That's what I really want to know. Because if this doesn't make you tired, if seeing people literally shot just because is not enough for you, is not enough to acknowledge that systemic racism and policing exist in America, then what is it going to take? Enough is enough. I'm literally exhausted with seeing this time after time. There are countless reports, countless names that we have to read that say that this person was shot, or this person was shot and killed, or in this case of Jacob Blake, that he's shot and paralyzed. And we won't even start. I can't even wrap my head around the fact that this man was literally shackled to his hospital bed after being shot at 7 times with 4 bullets landing, and he suffered the horrible paralysis that he'll have to try to overcome for the rest of his life. They shackled him. I don't know what it's going to take, but I can tell you, we've got to stick together. We've got to make sure that we understand the importance of voting, and we've got to support each other, which takes me to then making sure that we're on the same page when it comes to the support, and not just the acknowledgement of, but the true support of, y'all. Because here's the thing: you can talk all day long about saying that you're with someone and you're all about it, but talk is cheap, isn't it? Talk is cheap. So I put out a challenge for myself. I gave myself a challenge, okay, so that in the month of August, that I would do my part to make sure that I supported Black business. The month of August, this month, is the last day in the month of August. And we made it. So happy August 31st. We're steadily making progress in this calendar year because 2020 has been delivering some whoppers, but we're still here. So for the month of August, I made it my business to make sure that I supported Black businesses. And I wanted to use this platform as an opportunity to shout out Black businesses. And I feel like I was successful, but what I want to encourage you is to not just use the month of August to support local businesses and support Black businesses, but do it every month. Make it intentional. I read a comment when Facebook posted that it was Black Business Month, that there were some people that were on Facebook who decided to take it upon themselves to tell people that they didn't need a special month for Black businesses. I beg to differ. That here's the thing that's great. If you are in pursuit of looking for businesses that just have the best to offer, the best service, the best price, and the highest quality output, great. And you don't look at that, that's great. What happens oftentimes though with Black businesses is they don't have the luxury of advertising dollars. They don't have the benefit of having a marketing team. So they are literally relying on their good service, their great quality, their fantastic customer service to be shared by word of mouth. So if you're looking for services, make sure that in your pursuit of getting RFPs and the like, and quotes and bids and free estimates, that you include Black businesses, because we are here helping make America thrive. It's literally all of us that are doing it. And so I wanted to make sure that I did my part. And in doing so, I literally reached out to and did a beacon call. I did an all call for all Black businesses who wanted to take the opportunity to have the support and use my platform as their platform. And I would like to now take this time to personally thank and acknowledge the guests that I have had on this show, and actually started with the very first Black business that I had that was not in the month of August, but in June. And she was not only the first Black business, she was the first guest that I had, which was Dr. LaShonda Massey, who is a clinical psychologist. She came on and we talked about the importance of mental health. And so I want to thank you, Dr. Massey, for taking time to be with me, and for all of my guests. I appreciate you. I'm especially grateful to those that are listed here, because I wanted to acknowledge that they have made contributions not just to the business, but to our community. I'm going to say their names because I believe there's power in saying a name out loud and giving them the support, and continue to encourage them and continue to provide your dollars and make the financial investment in these businesses. Reverend Dr. Rosalind Nichols has a business called A More Excellent Way, LLC, and is a consulting service that she provides. Tara Richardson Azell and Tara Richardson Nail Design. We also know that Carol and Michael Banks, A Tour of Possibilities, is a fantastic opportunity for you to learn more about the history of Memphis and the contributions that Black Memphians made, and on the journey of where we've come from. You can see that during the Tour of Possibilities. Seneca Mitchell is the owner of Angel's House of Fashion and has a website, and all of these businesses I have posted and shared their information, and will happily do so again. Angel, I forgot. I have been remiss because I didn't have them. I went to them, but I said Angel, and it's her birthday week. So let me acknowledge and do a special shout out for Angela Castor with Hair Angel Love, and by Beloved. I'm so sorry I didn't list you. I will post this and add you and make sure that you are included. So forgive me, charge that to my head here, this noggin, and not my heart, because you know I love you both. Adrian Hughes with Panache Styles and Angela Castor with Hair Angel Love were special guests live. That was my first live remote session, and so they will never be forgotten, or always near and dear in my hearts, but I did omit them here accidentally. Seneca Mitchell with Angel's House of Fashion, and I can't spell, but you can't tell on there. And then we had Angie with Angela Singleton with Angie and Ike Photography. Stephanie Red with Stephanie's Bling Boutique. She is a paparazzi owner, and it's amazing that some of these businesses could overlap in my mind in terms of how they are captured, the services they provide, because I can easily see Angie and I taking photos for any number of these businesses. And I told Angie that I need to schedule my time and make sure that I get my photos done for a professional photo shoot for some fresh headshots. So I'll go to Angie Castor and get my hair done. And then there's another artist that is a makeup artist that wasn't able to schedule time with me, but who is super talented. There are two makeup artists that come to mind immediately that are just gifted young Black women, and that is Imani Nathaniel and makeup artist, and Drea, the makeup artist. So Erica Dean Credit Counseling, and she is also a realtor for CryLight. And then we have Christina McCarter, who was with us last week for a fantastic same day as Erica, talking about Feast and Graze, her business that has trays that she creates that are amazing. I have one ordered to be delivered later this week, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna ease into the Labor Day weekend, feasting and grazing, and then City Tasting Box. If you have not touched base with her or either of those sites, please do. Talbert Fleming, my beloved T, is the owner of Jim and Samella's. We had Jim and Samella's for dinner yesterday. He had a wonderful offering, and even though the weather prevented him from being open on Friday to sell those fantastic fish plates we talked about and those soul rolls, I know that the opportunity will come again, and I hope that you can take advantage of it. And then we are rounding out this week, even though August will be done after today. I want to continue to celebrate Black businesses and have scheduled Tamiko Wade with Pop's Kernel, and also have Savannah Jones with Savannah Sapphire, Top Chef mixologist. The two of them will be my guests on Wednesday, September 2nd. So I am thrilled to be in a position where I can bring Black businesses and highlight them for you. And I wanna make sure that I share this. So this listing that will be updated and inclusive of Angie Castor and my beloved Adrian Hughes, they will be on this list because they are amazing Black women, and they have an event that's coming up on September 13th. And so I want you to make sure, I'm going to show this flyer, and I want to make sure that for those of you that are in the Memphis area, you have the opportunity to participate in this. It is a shop. Let me get it close to the camera so you can see that. It's a shop and spa, or spa and shop. I told them I was going to booger that up, and I did. I'm a woman of my word. Spa and shop. It's the COVID edition. They are these businesses, Hair Angel Love, Panache Styles, and other businesses, including Ionia's Closet. They will be on the parking lot at 2740 Bartlett Boulevard on September 13th. And I will share this information with you. On September 13th, they will be there, and they have food trucks and vendors that are going to be made available for you to enjoy. In addition to several salon services, they had a special class yesterday that talked about the services that they have available on the 13th. The people that attended the class yesterday were able to get advanced scheduling opportunity from their VIP admission and participation in the class. But there are also additional appointments that are available for lash extensions, noni. Come on now, y'all know about the noni steams. They have foot detox and more. And so there's a fantastic day planned for self-care, for shopping and food, all available in one spot with social distancing. We want to make sure that we're safe. We want you to come out and have your mask on. And I too will be there with a special booth set up, a table for voters registration. If you know that I use this platform to regularly communicate that I want to share the importance of voting. Oh my goodness, it's so important that we vote right now. Y'all, I mean, could it be a more critical time than this? Is there any more critical time than this for voting? The answer to that is no. So I want to make sure I do my part. So I will be out there and I will have on my mask, but I want to have the opportunity for people to register. And I'm not just going to show up and give them paper. I will be connected. And so that we can actually get you registered to vote that day. So please come out 2740 Bartlett Road. I'm sorry, that's not true. 2740 Bartlett Boulevard in Bartlett, Tennessee on Sunday, September 13th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the parking lot at Hair Angel Love. It is going to be a fantastic time had by all. We'll be safe. And I hope to get at least 10 people registered to vote. So if you have an eligible adult, bring them to me. I want to make sure I get them registered to vote. Our goal is to get folks registered before the deadline. So I'm counting on you. Will you bring 5 people? It's free. My registration table is $0. Okay. I need you to come though. I need you to be there because I can't have a success without you. So I'm telling you, I need you to register and vote. Will you do that, please? One of the things I'm going to say, and here's where we are. There are 63 days, folks. 63. That's it. That's all. 63 days left to vote. Our election, our presidential election, let me lean in a little closer in case you didn't hear that. The presidential election is in 63 days. Do you know how crucial that is? Do you know how important it is for us to register to vote? If you have not registered to vote, it's okay. This is not judgment. This is encouragement. I'm imploring you to text right now. If you're looking at me, that means you got somebody's device. And if you have this device and you're not on your phone, get your phone right now and text VOTE to 30330. That will literally take you to a platform that will meet you wherever you are. If you're registered to vote, then it'll ask you, how are you voting? If you're not registered to vote, it'll lead you to the path to get you registered online. If you are voting and you need an absentee ballot, it will give you the information you need. And this is not for Tennesseans. This is for everyone in the land. If you are within the sound of my voice and you can see my face, read my lips. Vote, text vote to 30330. I need you. We got to make this thing happen, y'all. It is crucial and it is critical. And so I'm just saying, what else do I need to say? Okay, well, let me tell you this. How are you going to help? How are you going to make, can you just tell somebody, can you text somebody and tell them to vote? Text vote to 30330. It's as simple as that. I just need you to do that for one other person. Just say, I need you to vote. I need to make sure you're covered. Text vote to 30330, and that'll get them where they need to go, okay? And if you want to be aligned with what my philosophy is, that this country needs new leadership, that we need to build back better, then go to joebiden.com and find out more information about how you can get more engaged, because there's a whole wealth of things that we have to get taken care of. And voting is not just one of them. We've got to be fully engaged, and we need people to be aware of what's happening, informed. And so I want you to be informed. And so here's the information. It's more important for me to show you this than for you to see me, but I will speak to it. And that's to let you know, 63 days, voting is in 63 days. And we have literally got to make sure that for those that plan to participate in the election on November 3rd, and hopefully that means everybody that's eligible. October 5th is the deadline, y'all. October 5th is the deadline that the registration for online is, if you're registering to vote, October 5th is the deadline for you to be registered to vote for the November 5th for the November 3rd election. October 5th, if you are registering and you are registering to vote online, you have to make sure that it's submitted by October 5th. You have to make sure, if you're doing it by mail, that it is postmarked by October 5th. So October 5th is the deadline, period. And then we also know that you've got to have your deadline to request your ballot by mail by the 27th. So we want to make sure, I'd rather for you to use the 5th as your deadline for everything. Go ahead and do it. You can do it now. Like First Lady Michelle Obama said, request your mail-in ballot now. Do it today. Don't wait, because we know we've got to get these in. And then we know that for the Shelby County residents, I've said this before about early voting. I've encouraged people to early vote. It is the most liberating, most opportune time because you can go up to any of the polling locations that are open in this area in the times that are allotted. In many cases, it's Monday through Friday. Some locations are open on at earlier than the hours on Friday. I know, or on on Monday through Friday, one of the locations is open earlier than many of the other ones because the downtown office is open. The Board of Elections location is open earlier than many of the other locations. And then they're also open on Saturday at abbreviated hours. So please know that. And then for those of you who are in a position to provide transportation for other people in your family and in your community to the polls so that they can early vote, I encourage you to do that. One of the biggest challenges that we've faced in this election season has been that we have young adults who are eligible to vote and in many cases have even registered to vote, y'all, but are feeling apathetic because they didn't get the person that they wanted to be in position to be the Democratic nominee. Okay, I get it. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to have wanted Sanders or to have wanted Warren. It's okay to have wanted Stacey Abrams, or even in my case, I had another person that I wanted initially as the person for the VP pick. However, comma, let me say this to you. We have Biden and Harris, and we've got to figure out how to get people engaged. And the young adults, I'm talking to you right now. I want you to join me. I need you to be at this event. I need you to participate. I need you to log in. I'm going to post this today on my page because I want to share. I want to have a conversation. I want to understand. And again, this is a no judgment zone. This is judgment free. I really just want to understand. And thank goodness I have two politicians that are local, that are young adults who also are involved and engaged and want to help bridge the gap between apathy and understanding and engagement. And that is Mikkel Lowry. Thank you, Mikkel, for answering the call when I placed it out to you, and for Michael and Easter Smith or Easter Thomas. Thank you so much for both of you. They have agreed to join me in September. It'll be the midweek of September, and I will have the date confirmed to you. It will be September 16th or September 17th. And I have 3 young adults who have agreed to join me for a discussion about why should they vote? What's making some of them apathetic? What's happening with their peers? Why aren't they engaged? Why do they feel like this doesn't matter to them? I want to know. I am interested in understanding why they think they should vote and why they think they shouldn't. So Mikkel Lowry, who is a Shelby County Commissioner, and to Michael Easter Thomas, who is a Memphis City Council person in District 7, thank you both for allowing me to extend the invitation and for accepting it so that we can bridge this gap, because we know that the generation that is behind me, that is of you, is so vital and critical. In this same group of folks, y'all, I want to know, with regard to COVID, okay, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to wrap up so you can go on back to your eating or whatever it is you're going to do today for your lunch period. But I had to connect with you because I haven't been here with you solo in a long time. But I want to know from you, what are the young adults doing that they're going to college and then literally having colleges shut down, and they are mad because they had to virtually learn? Mad because they didn't have an opportunity to go back to school, mad because they didn't get the freshman year and they didn't get the senior year. But the minute you get an opportunity to go, then you get together and act like there's not a pandemic. Hello, everybody. Guess what? We are still in a pandemic. We are very much leading the way of the pandemic. If you don't believe me, let me show you. I'm not making this up. I can't make this up. I looked this up though, and I want you to know that these are staggering numbers. If you don't believe me, look for yourself. Again, I'd rather for you to look at this screen and see the reality that we have instead of looking at my beautiful face. Because I am everyday amazing, but I want to be in the corner of this because I want this information front and center. Do you see this? This was as of 12:28 a.m. this morning. Look at these numbers. Look at this map. This is a map of the world. We have more than 2 5, not 1, not 0, more than 25, more than 25 million cases of coronavirus in the world. Now, unless you are not looking at this screen, then let me tell you, what you see right now that's super red is the United States of America. When we had the initial information about the pandemic, I have been using this map thanks to Jada Marielle. She shared this with me very early on. We had access to this map in February, and there were almost no spots of red on the United States. Now, thanks to the occupant and his absolute shoddy handling and mismanagement of this virus and the well-being of the United States citizens. Yes, I said it. His mismanagement and the way that he has handled this virus and pandemic, thinking that it was all going to go away because it was going to be so warm in April and it would be like a miracle, which is a farce. Now look at us. We went from 2 specks to being barely able to see the United States because it's so covered up in red. And I want you to know that there are almost 6 million cases in the United States of coronavirus. And you and I both know there are more than 180,000 people that have died, who have lost their lives to the coronavirus. And yes, this is personal to me because my first cousin died from coronavirus. And you remember, he died because his girlfriend was in a position where she had to go to work as an essential worker, and the facility in which she worked did not have proper PPE, and she was asymptomatic. So he had no idea, nor did she, that she had coronavirus and that she transferred it onto him. He was admitted to the hospital, ICU, incubated, and died. 63 years old. How many other lives? How many of you have been touched by and affected by someone who has died that you know or that is in your family from coronavirus? Senseless deaths. If you don't think that this is on Trump's call, think again. He is, yeah. If this doesn't motivate you to vote, what will? We got people dying all over the land. We got people getting shot all over the land. We got hate all over the land. That 17-year-old white boy just strolled right on up through the crowd with an assault weapon and unchecked. And he's still alive. I'm not going to get on the soapbox today because y'all know I can and you know I will, but I won't today because it's Monday. And I just need to let you see it. I post on my LinkedIn for all the people who have Black friends. Your Black friends are tired. I'm your Black friend. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, as a matter of fact. I'm spent because what else does it take? What do you need to see? What I need for you to see now is that I need for y'all to have a refresher. I need for you to just be reminded, in case you forgot, that you need to wear a mask, that a social distance compliance is 6 feet. And here's how you wash your doggone hands. Wash your doggone hands. You got to make sure you get that soap. You got to wash your hands. Hand sanitizer works on the fly, y'all, but you need to turn on some water, lather up with soap, wash your hands for 20 seconds at least. You need to make sure you get in between your fingers, and especially for those of us who have long nails, you got to get up under those nails. You got to work that soap through that thing. Wash your hands off and dry them. And that's it, y'all. That's all. I just want you to know that I love you. And I'm here because I need for you to understand that we are in this thing together. We've got to be united. We've got to build back better. We've got to have a mission and a purpose, y'all. We've got to just literally take every day and make it amazing. We've got to live like it's a gift. We've got to love each other. We don't have time for hate. There's enough hate going on all around us. We have an election that we've got to win. We have people that we need to get out of positions of power, y'all, so that we can live a life abundant. All right. That's it. That's all. I want you to know that I'm so grateful I had an opportunity to be here with you today. I am so happy that I have this platform to share. I am looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday. And I'm going to round out the week with my amazing guest, Tamiko Wade from Pops Kernel, and Savannah Jones with Savannah Sapphire, Top Shelf Mixologist. They are literally rounding out. And today is the 31st, but like I said, I'm extending my week so that I can make sure I do my level best. And listen, Labor Day is coming up. So now I want to also know, what are you doing for Labor Day? What are your plans? Because we want to make sure we're still practicing these social distancing. And we want to make sure that we're also doing our level best to support each other in the midst of this. It's hard. I'm an extrovert. Hugs are my superpower. Matter of fact, let me give you one now. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it because you matter to me. Here's what I want to make sure you do. If you don't do anything else today, I want you to make sure that you do what? Yes. Make every day amazing. And above all else, live like it's a gift, because it truly is. I want you to have a magnificent Monday. Make your mark, make it marvelous, and know that I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Tracy time is done. That's all for now, y'all. See you Wednesday.